It's actually a really nice day out today, unlike last night. Last night we had some pretty severe weather. We'd gotten probably about 2 inches of rain all day on Thursday. The rain stopped around 3 o'clock, and I decided to go for a run. The footage you'll see next up is me while I'm out running, and kind of documenting some of the severe weather as we go along. I'll be jumping in to provide context if I feel something needs to be explained. Ladies and gentlemen, the flood has begun.
Oh man, we're running below sea level tonight.
Yeah guys, I know I shouldn't be horsing around, but this really is fantastic. So I'm running along the trail, right? And looking out across the river, about Chester eye level, that's where the water level is. So better finish this run up quickly. Okay guys, so I'm under the bridge, Woodrow Wilson Bridge it is. The water is literally up to the lip of the concrete. If you remember a couple videos ago, during the hurricane, I showed you guys the waves splashing up. Yeah, the water's about 2 feet higher than it was then. So, I mean, I've been putting down this run pretty fast, and I think I will be going even faster to get home. The rain's starting to pick up. So last night, as you can tell, I was running kind of along the Potomac River, on a trail that goes through a park and then into Old Town. So the street you'll see behind me in the next clip, and that I had to detour around, is actually King Street, which is kind of like the main drag. And being that I was running on the street that runs parallel to the water, or the street that runs closest to the water, it's also kind of the lowest point in town. How long has it been flooded like this?
Hour.
Huh.
I left at 10 after 6 to go get sandbags, and I got back like 10 to 7, and there was no water when I left. And when I came, it was like right at the curve.
Wow.
And it's high tide's got for another 45 minutes.
Really?
And they say it's not going to crest till 10 or 11.
Oh man, so it's going to get even worse than this?
Yeah. I would assume it'll easily be up to here.
Oh wow. Well, I guess I gotta find a detour. So, I'm around the other side of it now, and hey, the news is here! So, I got here before ABC 7. If personal training doesn't work out, I guess I could be a reporter. I was first on the scene. So yeah, you can definitely blame the runner's high for that one, and probably this next one too. I'm inside of the final 2 miles. Almost home. I'm almost done with this run, but this has been epic. Yeah, this has been absolutely epic. So far I've run through a flood, gale force winds, and a thunderstorm in one night. And I'm setting a record pace. So, all done with breakfast. Not too much else going on today, but I will talk about the run last night and the actual statistical side of it, and how it actually really bodes well for my marathon. So according to Runkeeper, which is kind of the primary app I use for tracking my runs, they also have a very good website that's easy to use. Not sponsored by them. I did an 11 2/3 mile run, so 11.66, 65, and I managed to complete that in an hour, 29 minutes, and 5 seconds. Interesting thing about that is the Parkway Classic I did in April, that was 10 miles, and I did that in an hour, 29, and 40 seconds. Meaning that now, in the same time it took me to run 10 miles in April, I can run the better part of 12. Also, my average pace for the run was 7 minutes and 39 seconds per mile for the entire run. Like I said in the clip beforehand, it was a record pace for me. So this bodes well because I was able to maintain that level of a 7.39 pace and actually take a little bit of time off through my speed work through those conditions. So like you saw in the video, heavy rain, detours, just general unpredictability. And this also bodes well because of the 18-mile run I did on Sunday. That was the second time I've completed a run of that distance. except the second time out I was 13 minutes faster over the whole run. It's my belief that this was mostly due to the weather. Last Sunday it was actually about, I don't think it got much warmer than like 63 degrees. I think I was able to maintain like an 8-minute and 15-second pace for the entire duration of the run. I ended it in under 2.5 hours. It means that my finishing time for the marathon at the lowest will be somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 hours and 25 minutes, which would be absolutely massive. It would be great for any marathon, really, never mind the first marathon. But that is kind of like best case scenario. So everything goes perfectly. The hills in Rock Creek Parkway don't tear me up too much. The weather's ideal. So I'll actually be shooting for somewhere in the neighborhood of 335 to 340. That way I don't overdo it coming out of the blocks and end up hitting the wall. That way I am leaving myself enough wiggle room, so where, say I'm on pace for 335 with a couple miles to go, I know I can put the hammer down and maybe even pull some time back. So every day we get closer, but I'm less nervous about it than I was, say, about 3 weeks ago. And I'm slowly getting more and more optimistic because I keep turning in great run after great run in training. And it's kind of become a habit for me to just go out, enjoy my runs, especially the long runs and the middle distance runs like last night. Just a quick reminder to all you guys, my fundraising link is down below. Every dollar counts, especially now that we're getting super close to the marathon. If you like waiting to the last minute, this kind of is the last minute. We have about a month left to the day. Also, there are some things shifting around behind the scenes in my personal life. I'll have more information about that once everything kind of gets settled and once everything gets ironed out. But anyway, thank you guys very much. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share this video everywhere. The charity I'm running for is called Running Brook. It's a wonderful charity. They actually just finished building a park in Alexandria. I'll have more about that in a future video, again, I promise. And thank you guys very much for your time. See you soon.